Psalm 35, 1-3 is it's humbling. David is saying, contend with those, Lord, who contend with me. Fight against those who fight against me. Now David is recognizing there is a fight against him. That's sometimes the scariest part. It is to recognize, yes, there are people set against me. There are forces set against me. It is real. God isn't scared by this. He's not intimidated by this. We don't have to deny that there's a battle or a struggle to feel safe. We can simply acknowledge that something is too strong for us, as he does in verse 10. And we say, Lord, now you fight for me. Fight against those who fight against me. Contend for me. Lord, contend against those who contend against me. Say to me, the meekness of David, verse 3, say to me, I am your salvation. David could recognize his weakness. He had been made a warrior of God, but constantly, if you read through 1 Samuel, constantly, David's enemies were bigger and stronger. So although he had been made a warrior, and there was a time to fight, he constantly saw that his strength was less in the natural than the enemies that God let come against him. And so he would constantly have to say, Lord, they fight against me now. You fight for me. Say to me, Lord, be my salvation. Now this is what I love about David. Verse 9, he says, when you do, like when you give me this victory, I will rejoice in you. He doesn't say, I will gloat over my enemies. He says, I will rejoice, but I will be rejoicing in God. And in verse 27, he says, those who rejoice in my vindication, they will also be rejoicing in God, not gloating over an enemy. So yes, there's rejoicing in victory, but it's rejoicing in God. So call out to God. Let him fight for you. Recognize the fight you're in. But then call on God. Let him fight for you and then see the victory and rejoice in God. God bless you.